All right. Cookie, what's your story?
Okay. I've been married for 14 years. I have two kids. And this man I was married to, it was my first, and I've known him for 20 something years. So for 15 years or so, we dated and eventually got married. But we didn't get married because his family lives in Italy. So his mom took him over, and I kept on going to school, university, and all that. So when he came back for his grandmother's burial, we got married and started a family. So he came back to Italy, and we kept on like our marriage far from each other. And whenever he comes to Nigeria, he stays just 3 months and he goes back like that.
Can you please carry us along? When I mean carry us along is you've been in marriage for 14 years. How old were you? Where is he from? Hold on, because you start again. I'm not saying you should answer me. How old were you? You know, just put us in the picture. How he says in Nigeria and you've been 3 months. Like carry us along so we can understand because I did not understand. Okay, start again, please.
I was married when I was 25 years. And I was married when I was 25 years. Now I'm 40 years. Yeah, so he was living in Nigeria, and it was my brother's friends. They grew up together while I lived in Lagos before I came over to Port Harcourt to do my university. So that was how I got to meet him when I was 16 or 17. That was when I met him. But like he told my brothers he liked me and all that. He's an Italian, he's mixed. He's partly Italian and Nigerian. So his mom gave birth to him and dropped him in Nigeria to live with his mom, his grandma, while the mom was over here, got married to another Edo man and had other kids. So he was the only one from his father, a white guy. So when I came back, when I'm done with my secondary school at the age of 16, I met him and I was too young, so nothing happened. He was just telling my brothers that he likes me and all that. But my brothers refused because I was too young. And eventually when I got to like 19, that was when we started dating. But I was still naive, so he just left me, like we're still talking. That baby sense of mine, like my brother was just trying to guide me through the relationship because I was still very young. So eventually the relationship escalated. I think he traveled to 4 years before when he came back to Nigeria was when he traveled to Italy. His mom was making, while I was dating him, his mom has been making way for him to come over. So whenever they go for the visa interview, there's one problem or the other, and eventually they deny the visa. She tried for 3 to 4 times before it worked for him. So he went back. And while I was dating him, while I came from Lagos, he had a girlfriend before he was dating. Her name was Tuma. But they have broken up already. So my brother agreed because he has already broken up with the lady before I came on board. So that was the reason why he agreed. But eventually, a girl that is naive, that doesn't know anything, this guy is your first love and everything. Eventually, I fell in love with him and the relationship was going on. The lady came back. So my brother told me I should stop dating him. I should not have anything to do with him. But I was already in love with him. So, you don't talk to someone that is in love. Like you will not listen. So that was how I hid and started going out with him. We were hiding, and even my dad beat me for the sake of this guy. Beat me mercilessly. My elder brother like dealt with me. Like anytime they catch me, I'm in soup. So that was how I was doing the relationship before he traveled. There was one time that I even caught him and the girl in the room. He was eating with the girl, and when I entered inside, I just greeted the girl. He was thinking I'm that kind of person that, as in, I'll start fighting. I said, I'm educated, I don't do that. So I sat down, I was talking to the girl. Like everything that this girl was telling me was opposite of what he was telling the girl. Like he told me that the girl is too old for him, he's not going to marry the girl. And while he told the girl that I'm too young for him, he's not going to marry me. Like he was saying those sort of things. And eventually I and the girl became friends. And whenever he talks to the girl
Eventually, you and who Say that, please repeat.
Me and the girl, no, not like we became friends. That particular period that the heat was on, like when he calls the girl will send message to me. He's calling me, oh, please tell him to stop calling me. And as in we're just giving each other intels, like who is going to beg like that. And eventually I left him for the girl and went to school. I went to university and we just parted ways like for some time till he traveled out. So because I was more educated and everything, so he concentrated on the girl more than me because the girl did not enter university. But while I entered university, I became more wiser and wider. So like he could not contain me. So I wanted more and I left him. So eventually, his grandmother that he has been living with died, so he had to come back to Nigeria to for a burial. So when he came back to Nigeria, I had a business of my own. I had a snooker board, a table tennis board. I have a game center that I was doing. So his sisters, his cousins were my friends. So they invited me for the grandmother's burial in Omok, and I went. When I got there, like he kept on, him and his mom came for the burial, so they speak Italian. They were all speaking Italian, and I was on my own. My brother said I shouldn't talk to him. If he doesn't talk to me, I shouldn't talk to him. And that was how it happened. And eventually, I think he was calling the girl was not replying and all that. And when he saw that the girl was not coming the day in Omok for the burial, he came to me. And we started talking, and that was how he said that he will be going back in 1 month's time, that I should if I'm really serious with him, I should get pregnant for him, that he will tell my mom about me.
Okay. How old were you when he did this co-girlfriend thing? How old were you?
I think I was 19 or so.
You were
19.
19. Do you still have that mindset?
No. I was naive.
Oh, I know. Okay. No, do you have there's a particular question I want to ask. Do you still have that mindset of, because you were more educated, you understood some things?
I just felt that as I entered university, I was more enlightened, so I could not fight for a guy. I just left him with the girl.
Okay. For those that are listening, not because of you. If you are 19 here and you feel like because you're educated, you are smarter than someone that did not go to school, in her kind of story, you are actually the one that is not smart. But according to her, she was 19. All right. If you have that mindset that you went to school, you're smart, you are actually the foolish one, not the one that he's with. You're the one that he could manipulate well. So to those that are listening to me, there's a general saying that I normally say: going to school does not give you automatic ticket to knowledge and success, even though it's good. You just book knowledge. All right, my sister, continue. I just want to clarify something.
Okay. So when he came for the burial, we started talking, and eventually we hit it off, and he said I should get pregnant for him. When he goes back, he's going to get married to me. He will see my family, and he will do something on my head before he goes back and all that. Already my dad knows him and my brothers knows him, and they agreed for the reunion and all that. So eventually I got pregnant that same day that his grandmother was doing burial, and at his grandmother's burial, and he came to see my family, and he paid for my head before he went back. So he paid for my head, but we haven't done the white wedding. It's just traditional. So like when he came back for my son's child dedication, which he was 3 months old. He came back for my child dedication and stayed for 9 months till my baby was 11 months old, and went back. So we were just doing the marriage like that, to and fro. Like after the 9 months, he came when he was 5 years old. I kept on disturbing him that this is not the kind of marriage I want. How can you leave me in Nigeria and be there? Why don't you want to bring us over? What is your problem? Blah, blah, blah. He kept on saying that he's staying with his mother. He has not gotten his own place in Italy. You have to have all these requirements. You have to have a house for your wife and your kids. That he doesn't have the money yet. That when he has gotten everything, that's when he will be able to bring me over. So we kept on going like that. It comes 5 years after. When my son became 8 years, he came back like that. And my sister became so pissed, saying that why will he keep a sister in Nigeria, that this is not the marriage that this is not the marriage that all of them expected it to be, because he told them that the moment I give birth, I will come over with the pregnancy, I will give birth there. That was everything he told my family. And eventually when he got there, everything changed. Like he wasn't doing what he said. So when my son was 8 years, my sister went to Dubai. She traveled to Dubai and started living in Dubai, and carried all my brothers and my sisters to Dubai. So I was the only one that I haven't left Nigeria. So she now told me that if she makes a way for me to come to Dubai, will I be able to come and leave my son? I said, okay, I will ask him if he will agree, then I will go. So when she made the process, I told him. He said that I should not leave his son and go to anywhere, that I should be in Nigeria. It will make way for us to come. And when I told my sister was so angry and said that I am just surrounding my life around this child, that I don't want to go to anywhere, I don't want to forward my education, that all I'm thinking of is just my son and this man and all that. I was so naive. Like, I just, as in, be like, that time being a good wife was all that matters and everything, and I just listened and stayed back. I did not go, and my sister was so angry and everything. So now I was in Nigeria, then 10 years, like 2020, my sister, now my son was 10 years or so. Yeah, I think my son was 10 years when she relocated from Dubai to Germany. So she now told me, and already he kept on coming to Nigeria and was begging for me to just hold on. He has gotten a place now that he will start making the process to bring us over and everything. So I listened, and he came 3 years ago. He came, no, 4 years ago to Nigeria to stay with us for the 3 months as usual and go back. So I became pregnant for my second baby, which is 3 years now. So when he went back, I kept on pressurizing him, and he didn't listen. So my sister was so angry and said that she's in Germany, that would I like to come to Germany. And then my baby was I think I have given birth to my baby, or I was still pregnant or so. I said, I don't mind now, because it seems the man is lying for how many years. You've kept me in this country with my 2 kids, and now you're still giving me lies and telling me lies. That I don't mind, that my sister should start the process. My sister should start the process. I would go. I don't mind if my daughter is going to be 1 year or months. I would go this time. So my sister started the process, and it was that COVID-19 period. I would have gone that 2020, but that 2020 COVID-19 came, and I had to go 2021, yeah, to 2022. So that was how, when I came here, it was so mad. I sold everything in Nigeria. I sold everything and kept my children with my mom. It was so mad. He said he's going to take the children away from me, that I'm going to see what he's going to do, blah, blah, blah. My sister used student routes for me to come and do my master's in Germany. So, and my sister said that while coming here, I should focus on my life. I should face, and I should start another life, get a white man that is going to adopt my kids and everything. So when I came here, I started in schooling, doing my master's, and eventually he was sending me messages and trying to apologize for everything that happened, that now I'm in Europe, that we can start family together, that I should just consider, because of the kids, we should be family and everything. So I went to see him last 2 years in Italy, and for just a weekend, because I work and I school. So I went to see him last year in Italy, and he introduced his friends and his wife and everything. So I came back, but because right now I'm in Germany, like, everybody in Nigeria kept on telling me the reason why this man does not want to bring me over is because he has a woman already in that house. He's seeing another woman and all that. But something I have not seen for myself, like, I did not want to believe it, because we are legally married, and as in, if he does that, that means he has breached the contract of marriage, and there will be consequences, like going to court, and I'll have my own
Sorry. Hold on. How old were you when you don't want to believe it?
Oh, beg. I was
Cookie, please don't feel attacked. All right, don't feel judged.
attacking me already on the comment
Hold,
section. It's affecting.
Cookie, hold on. Let me finish. Don't feel judged. Don't feel attacked. If you do come here, I normally do make a comment, but it is not to judge my guest. It is for those that are listening. And always remember, as a guest, you have the right to tell me to turn off the comment section. Okay? If you want, I'll turn it off so you finish. What I'm trying to say is that
Please turn it.
okay, let me turn it off, then I continue. So what I'm saying is that we learn here. So when you make some comments, I will stop and say something so that make people where they learn listen. All right. You said that you were told that he's cheating or with another woman, but you didn't believe because you guys were married.
No, not that really. I didn't believe. Like, I was skeptical. Like,
Then my question is, why are you skeptical when there was a point in your life when you caught him red-handed with another woman eating in the same house?
That was when we were dating, but married in.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that anything person they do during dating, the person will be worse for marriage. That's my belief. Anything where person no fit change, anything where person no fit compromise while you guys are dating, there's no force on earth that will change it in marriage. They would rather become worse because by then they don't use that marriage hold you down. And this is not even just about women or men. This is not about women or men. I don't get one girl why they talk to. She dey smoke Igbo. She tell me say, it's okay. Say she dey smoke Igbo. When we marry, she go stop to the smoke. I cut them sharp. Anything that someone cannot compromise, whether on a man or on a woman, then they cannot change it. Not if we make them change them. So this is not me judging you as a guest. This is me talking to those with the listed. Make them know. Say if that person no fit change them, they no go fit change them. They become worse. Continue, Cookie.
So.
And by the way, sorry for the comment section. That's why they talk. If you come up here, it is either you don't look at the comment section or you ask me to turn off the comment section. Or maybe from henceforth, I might stop turning it off. I want you to pay attention to me. Because if they look comment section, your heart go break. People will type a lot of things. Right? But that's the only right you have as a guest. If you feel attacked, tell me to turn it off and I will turn it off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. So, was it 2 years ago or last year? Yeah, I think last year. I told him 2 years ago. I went to we were just talking, we were off and on. The quarrel was too much. After 2 months of talking, eventually we'll quarrel again and we'll be far from each other while our kids are in Nigeria. The moment I left Nigeria, this man started the process of bringing the kids over. But in Nigeria, the process is too long because family reunion takes a lot of time. I have to go through DNA tests, through him and his mother. He has to do DNA tests with the kids and all that. So appointments takes a lot of time. So the moment I left, he just started making process for the kids to come over. And he needs my consent. He needed my consent before they can start the process. So I told him to send the agent's number to me so that I would also keep in touch because I know our marriage is always off and on. We are always quarreling and we stay in 2 different countries. So I wanted to know what is going on with the agents. So when we settled, we said that when the children comes, I will eventually relocate to Italy and we'll start living as family and build our home. That was our plan. That was why I accepted for the children to come. So 2 years ago, not this December that passed, the other December, I told him I'm coming for the Christmas because my work, they always give 2 weeks holiday towards that December to New Year period. So I said, and this was the longest I'm going there to stay. So I told him I'm coming for the Christmas to spend the Christmas with him. But was it a week to when I bought my flight ticket? He made a story, a fabricated story, telling me that because he stays in a 2-story building duplex, he has tenants that he put upstairs and is the one that is staying downstairs. So he told me that his house is locked, that his tenants, 2 of his tenants fought each other and one stabbed the other one and I never believed him. I never believed anything that was coming out from his mouth, because I have noticed right from the time that he's a liar. All the lies that he has told me, how many years, 14 years of marriage, he has told me all that. I just knew he was lying. But I just wanted to go to Italy.
Sorry, I'm cutting you short. I would have loved the comment section to answer this question, but I'm not turning it on. To the best of your knowledge, would you call that 14 years of marriage when you were apart for 10 years, right? How many years were you apart?
We are apart for 10 years, yes.
10 years.
We are still apart because I've been in Germany for 3 years and I live here. So we are still apart. We don't stay in the same country.
Would you think you would call this 14 years of marriage when you were apart for 10 and even till now on a no settle? Would we call one? Continue, my sister.
It's just an off and on relationship. Like, the reason why I'm saying it's marriage is because we signed now. We did court marriage and I signed paper. So to me, I just take it because I signed paper. To me, is marriage.
This marriage, if you like see this marriage title, they very heavy for mouth. Like, I get your point. You guys are married, but what? This is nonsense. Yeah, absolute nonsense. Like, I am married for 14 years. However, throughout the 14 years, it was off and on, 10 years apart, 4 years apart. Now they marry you. Continue, my sister.
So this that last December, and I went. He told me that the police closed the house, that nobody is supposed to near the house, that they said they are going to open the house on the 10th of January, which is the upper year, I think 2023 or so. I said, what? That's because I'm supposed to come back the 6th of January. So they want to open the house 10th of January. And I told him that as I'm coming to that Italy, I'm going to that house. I will find your house. I will use Google Map to find out your house. And I want to see the paper you told me that the police put on the door. I want to see everything that he told me. This man went to the house, pasted a paper with sellotape and videoed it and sent to me. Is this what you want to see? This is the house. Can't you see all the windows are closed? Is this what you want to see? I did not believe him. I just already know what is on my mind, and when I get there, I know what I will do. So when I got there, like, he goes to work, he works 12 hours. So I was in the hotel. When he comes back, I will tell him that you need to buy an Italian SIM for me, because my German SIM is not working there. So you need to buy an Italian SIM for me since I'm relocating, because that was what I told him. Since I'm relocating and the kids are coming, I need an Italian SIM. So he said, okay, when he comes back from work, that he's going to buy an Italian SIM for me. So when he came back for 1 or 2 days later, he bought an Italian SIM for me. The moment he left to work the next day, I went to the house. I use the Italian SIM because the SIM, when it comes with internet. So when I leave the hotel, the Wi-Fi is gone, then I use the internet. So I traced the house and went to the house. I think there was nobody in the house that day. The gate was closed, the windows were closed, but I did not see any paper on the door. So I was there, I called him. I said, why is there no paper on this door? You told me there is a paper on this door. Where is the paper that you said the police pasted on this door? He got mad and was angry, saying that, why did I go to the house? That it seems I came here not to make peace, blah, blah, blah. I said, I have every right to come to this house. Even though I have not lived in this house before, you are a married man. I have every right to come to this house, to know what is going on. He called my mom. I was angry. I was complaining that I did not come to make peace. Why will I go to the house? I don't believe it. I said, I never believe anything that comes out of your mouth. I will never believe anything that comes out of your mouth. I will come to this house till I am really sure that there is nobody in this house. And true, like the police really closed the house. So when he was arguing, my mom was now calming him down and telling him that is her right. She's your wife. She needs to know if really what you're saying is true. She didn't do anything bad. It's her right to come and know that house, to see that there is nobody in that house. She now asked me if I saw anybody. I said I didn't see anybody, but the paper was not there. He was not lying that maybe rain has fallen and wiped the paper away, something like that. I said, you're a born liar. But my mom was not telling me that I should calm down and I should just apologize to him since I did not see anybody there and everything. I apologized to him and said, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. But my spirit said, there is somebody in that house. I said, just to let peace reign. Let me not go again. But that night, a particular number kept calling me, no caller ID. The girl hid the number and was calling me. I said, is this how they do in Italy? They want to scam me. I kept on cutting the call. So the Sunday morning, he went to work. And this particular number kept on calling me. And the person said, I picked the call. He now said, I got your number from Facebook. I want to buy hair. I said, I don't sell hair anymore. I am not in Nigeria. I cut the call. The person called me. I cut the call. I said, no caller ID. This is suspicious. I cannot pick no caller ID. So he kept on pestering me and now picked it. She now said, I want to help you. I want to help you. Listen to me. There is a woman in that house. Your husband has been engaged to that woman for 10 years. The woman is living in that house with him. The family knows her. He goes to the mother's church. Hell, I spark. I went crazy. And she called me around 10:30 something. I said, if I get there, that the woman goes to church by 11. That if I get there before 11 o'clock, I will meet the woman. So I said, by the time I will leave the hotel to that place, it's 41 minutes with bus. There's no way I can get there. I said, okay, that means I will. And again, because the woman hits her number to call me, after 1 minute, she will cut it. She will hide the number and call me again. So I said, okay, if she goes to church by 11, that means she'll be back by 1, 2. So I said, I'm going to record everything as I am going. So by around that 1 o'clock, I left the hotel and I went to the house. When I went there, the gate was open. The gate was open. The front door was locked. I kept on ringing the bell and knocking on the door. I was persistent this time. I did not go. I was persistent. See, one of the tenants that comes to pick him with his car came out from the back of the house and came and met me. And he's from Senegal. He doesn't speak English. So I now opened my Google Translator and I was now talking to him, telling him, can I come inside? He said yes. No problem. He took me inside, but it was through the back door. So the people staying upstairs does not have any connection to the to him at the front side. So I went upstairs. So when I went upstairs, and I started interrogating him. I was talking on the Google map, on the Google translation. How many people live in this house? He said 4. I said, how many guys? He said 4 guys. He said, while I was talking to him, I said, is it only 4 guys? He said yes. I said, no woman. He said, no woman. I said, are you telling me the truth? He said, yes. Who am I to Kenny? He said, you are Kenny's wife. I said, okay. While we were talking, the woman came upstairs, opened one of the room, collected clothes, greeted the guy, and went downstairs. I was just looking at her, and I was videoing everything. Like it was on standby video. So I was videoing everything. My family believed this guy. They always feel I'm always the problem in the relationship. So I wanted like evidence to let them know that, see this guy, this is what the kind of person I am telling you people since, and you don't listen. You people will be advising me, stay in your marriage, stay in your marriage. And I will tell you that this guy is a liar. Nobody will believe me. So when you are the only one that doesn't believe this guy, but all your family is against you and supporting him, like I really needed to get an evidence. So I was videoing everything. When the girl was going down, I videoed the girl. When she announced Heather talking downstairs, that what is she doing here? I saw her upstairs. What is she doing here? I said, no. I now carried the video. I went downstairs and went to the front door and kept on knocking. I left the Senegal guy. I went downstairs and kept on knocking. She now opened one of the windows upstairs. I ring the bell, I knocked. I ring the bell, I knocked. So it seems he now called the tenant and told the tenant to tell the girl to open the door for me. The girl now opened the door. When she opened the door, I greeted her. It's just like deja vu. What happened when we're dating is just the same scenario. I greeted her, we entered inside, and we're now talking. So he now asked me who I'm looking for. I said, I'm Abubakar's friend, which is the Senegalese friend. I did not really want to tell her who I was because I wanted to get information from her. So she was not speaking Italian to this Abubakar, telling the Abubakar that, he's your friend. Wow.
This one we're talking about, is it a black woman or a white woman?
A black woman, a Benin woman.
Hey, what?
A Benin woman, she's more older than him. So I was now saying, so she now asked him that, this is your friend. Wow, she's cute. So the Abubakar said, no, she's not my friend though. She now turned to me that, Abubakar, I was recording everything. So she now turned to me that Abubakar said, I'm not his friend. Who are you? And I said, I'm Abubakar. I now turned to Abubakar, I'm your friend now. Abubakar said, I'm not his friend. She was now asking me. She now said, I've seen your face before. I said, where have you seen my face? She was now asking the Abubakar. Abubakar now told her, I'm Kenny's wife. She now said, you are Kenny's wife? I said, I'm not Kenny's wife. Who told you? Who is Kenny? I was just denying. Who is Kenny? I don't know any Kenny. She was just looking at me. I said, who are you? I asked her, who are you? She was just smiling. And I said, this kind of thing, that I wanted the two of us as ladies to talk. But you want to act as if like you're wise. That's the reason why me too, I'm denying who I am. She now stood up and said, no, this is too much. 10 years of engagement. I shouted. Jesus, 10 years of engagement. God, goosebumps. All my body was shaking. So she now stood up and went to lock the room door and came back. While she was standing up, my phone was following her. She said, oh, no. 10 years. This is too much. Blah, blah, blah. Immediately, she saw that I was still holding the phone in a way. She now asked the guy that, what am I doing? The guy said, I'm recording. She now said, I'm recording. What? That no, that I cannot come to her house to record her. I said, your house. While she was standing up, and me, I'm scared of Benin people. Sorry to say, but because they are very fetish. So I'm really scared they might do something to me. And I'm in Italy. I'm not in Germany where I know people. But this one is Italy. He has been living here for years. He knows people. And him is at work. Me, I'm alone. So I just stood up and just while she was locking the room door, no, you have to delete the video. You have to delete the video. I just stood up, opened the parlor door, and I left. I was walking on the road. I was crying. I sent him a voice note. I said, Faunyash, don't open. I sent him the video. Do you know that this lady came out with the Abubakar, entered the car and was chasing me so that I will delete that video? But in Europe, in abroad, you don't just park anywhere, just like Nigeria. So you have to look for where, while I was going, the car was coming. They have to look for a roundabout to go and turn. So by the time they were trying to turn, I reversed and started going forward. So you cannot just park anywhere. You have to look for somewhere to park. So where they saw was far from me to park. So they parked there and started walking over to follow me. I was walking very fast and I was turning my back, I was so scared. I had my resident permit. I didn't care if police comes because I didn't care if police come because I know my rights. So, like, I was walking, and when I got to a bend where they won't see me anymore, I had to go, like, it's like an underground where they park cars. I hid there and was sending the videos to all my family groups, sent to everybody. So, when I sent it to everybody, like, everything scattered. So, when he saw that and already the children's process is already on, like, we are just waiting for visa to come. I kept on telling this man that you want the children to come and you work morning till night. You work morning till night. Who are you keeping the kids with? Who are you going to keep the kids with? He said, don't worry. Jesus. He said, don't worry. That I should not worry. That he collected money from a woman that is going to start living in the house that January, so that the woman will start. Thank you very much, Jesus. That he collected a money like rent. He collected rent from a woman, that the woman is going to start staying in the house. That he collected rent from the woman, and the woman is going to stay in the house that January. And I said, you collected rent from a woman to do what? If it's guys, yes, I will understand. But woman, you're collecting rent from which woman? So you want to leave my kids with another woman to take care of while you go to work? It cannot happen. I will stop this process. It's not going to work. I will make sure I stop this process. That no, that is not what he meant. That's not what he meant. Blah blah blah. So when the woman, I think he called the woman, I was shouting at the woman, telling the woman this thing is going to stop his children from coming. I don't know if the two of them have planned to take my children away from me. Ha. So I think he has gone to tell the woman that whatever, that when did he get engaged to her for 10 years? That why is she lying like this? That he got engaged, that there is nothing like engagement. He sent the voice note he sent to me, to the woman, that there is nothing like engagement. He never engaged the woman. That he just started dating the woman when I left Nigeria and sold all the things to Germany. So he got heartbroken and started dating the woman. That he never engaged anybody. What does he mean? What does she mean by 10 years? That 10 years ago he was still staying in his mother's house. So how come he's engaged to her for 10 years? He was just talking like that. I did not even listen to anything he was saying. Anything that comes out of his mouth. I never listened to the voice note he sent. For 1 year, they have not allowed me to rest. He keeps calling and sending me message. I have stopped the process of the children. I've stopped the process of the children from coming. He said he's going to fight me spiritually and physically. I said, bring it on. I am waiting for you. bring it on. We will go anywhere. I have your evidence of everything you have done. I have your evidence of putting a woman in that house. Meanwhile, you are a legally married man. Not that like we just gave birth. You are married. So I have that evidence, and that evidence is going to be against you in courts. So he was not, when he says something like that, he sees that you cannot win in that part. He will be begging me, I'm sorry, please, I'm sorry. I don't know how he got my number. The woman got my number and was begging, that crying, that she did not know, that it was just out of anger, that she just said 10 years, that they are not engaged, that please, that she's very sorry. Please, I should not stop the children process. That please, she's very sorry. I said, I did not listen to any of their voice note. I blocked the woman. I did not block him because I want him to be paying school fees. I want him to keep on paying school fees with the children, taking care of his responsibility. So anything, I just need to tell him, thank you very much for the gifts. Everything, I just kept him on my phone. So anything school fees, I send him a message. Anything other than school fees or feeding, I don't talk to him. So he said he's going to Nigeria. He will fight my mom. That since I am not in Nigeria, he has a right to take the children away from my mom. I said I have a 15-year-old boy, that you can take my son. He's big enough to talk on in the court, and I don't think the woman will ever do anything to him because teenagers are very difficult. So you can take my son, but you see, my 3-year-old daughter is going nowhere with you. Is going nowhere with you. That you can take Gerard, but my daughter is not going anywhere. He said he will take the 2 kids. There is nothing I will do. He will fight me physically and spiritually. I said, bring it on. For 1 year, the woman will look for other person's number and call me and be begging me that please, I should reconsider. This man stresses me out. He keeps on sending me voice notes, video call, calling me. Even while I'm on the call, he has been the one calling. I keep on cutting the call. Yes. He's calling and I'm cutting the call, calling, I'm cutting the call. For 1 year, I have not rested. They keep on begging.
Are you sure he's not watching you right now?
No, I blocked him on TikTok. I blocked the woman. I noticed that the woman came and viewed my profile.
They have another account.
I don't know, but this is where I am right now. They're turning me crazy, the 2 of them.
You can round up, my sister. We are listening.
So for 1 year now, they have been begging and sending me messages and trying that I will be his wife. I'm not going to anywhere. I'm his wife. He has chased the girl out of the house. The woman is not in his house anymore. That please, I should come back for the sake of the kids and everything. I want my kids to have a father, but not at the detriment of my own unhappiness. Not at the detriment of my own unhappiness. I try to make the relation, like you said, it's not a marriage, it's very heavy. I try to make the relationship work because of the sake of my children. But for me to have used my eye to see, yes, say it's different from evidence. For me to have used my eyes to see it by myself, this one, he has done the height of it. He has done the heights. So, like, I cannot think of going back to that marriage. He said he's not going to grant me divorce. I'm his wife. I'm never going to meet anybody because he will not grant me the divorce. So, that is why I came on live. What should I do? Because I want to move on. I would want a white man that is going to adopt my kids. I want to get married to a white man, but he does not want to release me.
Are you currently dating a white man?
No, not yet.
But you want a white man in your life?
My sister is married to a white man. A German man.
Anyway, it's your choice. 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 So, talking about the 15 years old, is he happy to bring him over and stay with him?
Yeah, he wants to go, but he does not want to leave his sister.
So, what's the advice your mother or your family members has given to you?
All of them have told him that he's not taking the children away from Nigeria anymore. Okay. That he should remove that from his mind.
Okay, here's my judgment. Okay, and the comment I'm about to make is just based on your own side of the story. Okay, all right, I'm speaking from your own side of the story. It doesn't mean that I believe you. Okay, it just means that I listen to your own side of the story, but I'll be making a comment on your own side of the story. All right. If the people closest to you, your mother, your sisters, telling you not to release your kids to him, stick to what they're telling you.
Yes.
As simple as that. No mincing words, simple and short. Judging by your own side of the story and what your family are telling you, take the advice. But I'm glad that you have a place in your heart to tell him if you want to stay with the 15 years old that is almost becoming an adult. I'm more than happy to do that. That's very good. That's very good of you. I really applaud that. But in whatever you're doing, if there's still a way, you can let him see the children. Right? Have communication with his children. The fact that you have problems with him doesn't mean you should block access from him from getting to talk to the children, getting to meet them if he wants to. So my only advice from my own side is that take what your parents are saying to you, but still find a way to let the man see his children or talk to his children. Understand?
I am scared because the process, the passport is still with the agent, and is the one that paid for the process. So when I told the agent everything that happened, I sent the video to the agent. The agent told me that, yeah, I am right in this case, but if she releases the passport when the visa is out to me, that is going to affect her business, that she has to give the passport to who paid the money. So I told her that if she releases that passport to him, I wouldn't want him to see the kids, because from seeing the kids in Nigeria, he might just take this kids and run
Is it a
away.
Nigerian passport?
Yes, it's the Nigerian passport.
Well, he can keep the passport. Make another passport for your children.
Okay.
As simple as that. Passport na nothing. You can always make a new one.
Okay.
But my only take here is that if there's a way you guys can work it out, making the talk to your children, right? Don't pass that grudges to the children, right? Find a way. Even though I acknowledge the fact that you're more than happy for the 15 years, but at the same time, find a way to make it work. Because a child that is 3 years today will be 15 years in the next few years. Okay? Just have that in mind. A child that is 2 years today will be 20 in the next few years. Right? Just find the way to make the man to engage and communicate with his kids. However, in saying that, stick to the advice your mother and your sisters are giving to you.
Yes.
But find a way for him to reach out if he wants to talk to the children.
Yeah, he calls my mom through my mom's phone to talk to the kids, because we seized my son's phone, so he will not be giving his father intel of what is going on. So we seized these phones, and he's now talking to them through my mother's phone.
That's good, my sister. I hope that you feel better, and I hope that you, judging from your own side of the story, you know what you're doing. Okay. By the way, you don't look 40.
Black girl's magic. I don't know.
And you won't go carry and give white man.
I'm scared of black men, I swear.
Why?
I'm a lover girl. They don't have feelings. They don't have love in them. They are manipulators. But white men are soft. When they want you, they like you. They tell you they like you.
The one that you're with, is he not half white?
That one have lived in Nigeria and has the.
It doesn't matter. But the one that break your heart with, half white in being.
But he has lived in Nigeria. I'm talking about the whites that have not left their country. They tell you they want to have sex, and that is it. They tell you they want to short term, that is it. Long term, that is it. But a black man will whine you and whine you and whine just for them to get what they want. I am tired. I just want a different route. Let me see how that one works for me. Yes.
Only he or she who wears the shoes know where it hurts. You must have had a terrible experience and chose to try something else. I won't judge you, but I wish you the best, my sister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We give you a gift before I bring someone else.
Thank you so much for the gifters. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cookie. Look after yourself, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifters. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.